This is the S&P 500 one-day reading for June 15th, 2023. It's currently April 23rd, 2023, 8:34 p.m. Eastern Time. The shuffle file for this reading was created on February 26, 2023 at 10:52 p.m. Eastern Time. That's this file right here. The overall theme and behavior for the S&P 500 on the day of the 15th, we have equal amounts of bulls and bears, inflow and outflow, sideways fluidity along key support. Sometimes this manifests as big price swings. Sometimes it manifests as like a narrow channel. But in any case, what usually happens from one end of the energy, the change card energy, to the other end of the change card energy, you kind of end up with a price level about the same on both sides, with a lot of like back and forth in between. Behavior around the high is high. We have a support level that we'll revisit that was recently a past opportunity in a period of sideways rotation along that key support level on a multi-day chart. We'll have a sharp dip that'll stand out in that period of sideways rotation. Behavior around the lowest low for the day. We have a period of erratic behavior back and forth through the same price level, in the midst of which we revisit a crest, which was recently a past opportunity. So my sense is that crest could be the support level at the high that we revisit. And that would mean that we have a high and a low within close proximity to each other. A lot of back and forth behavior going on around the low. Sounds pretty much like a good solid story thus far. I'm advised to trade around an attempt to establish support. Hard to determine what the volume is based on the Princess of Discs card. Maybe slightly bullish. It remains to be seen. I'm still investigating volume. We're going to add it to the next version of the book. To the next edition, we'll add volume in there. With that said, we have a period of volatility in the pre-market. That volatility ends with a fast sudden move higher. Right around the open, we have a move higher through resistance on a one-day chart. We stay above it briefly, and then we break back down through the same price level shortly thereafter, with a full retracement back down through that price level. Looks like we after meeting that price level, breaking through it momentarily there early in the day, we have a sharp decline and a lot of price change to the downside, into probably 11 o'clock, and we'll see both a high and a low in the morning. We'll go from a high to a low. And then a lot of price swinging going on here. The Ace of Discs, the Ace of Cups, both of these indicate a lot of price change from a support level, like a key support level is highlighted around 11 to 12. A notable decline on a multi-day chart, or at least on a one-day chart, will stand out here around 10 to 11. And there's a speech or a speaker of some kind coming out around the time of this decline early in the morning. And what they're speaking about, they can be trusted based on the way that the ruin has fallen on the board. We have a notable reversal midday, so it looks like probably after a big decline. It looks like we go from a high in the morning to a low around 10 o'clock. And then maybe like a rallying back to a high around 11, and then a lot of price change around that high there, midday high. A lot of price change there, and a notable reversal that'll stand out on a one day. Behavior kind of like out of that reversal, we'll see sideways rotational on key support. That's around 1 to 2 o'clock. Possibly like another trough that would stand out there around the 1 to 2 o'clock hour, maybe the 1 to 2:30 hour. And then there's a lot of price change between 2 and 3 approximately. To the upside is my sense. And so sideways rotation there into like a becomes more bullish around the 2 to 3 o'clock hour, and then there's a key technical price level on a at least a 1 month chart kind of scale, a key technical price level that's highlighted around the close or in the last hour there as a resistance level. It's important on a multi-day, on at least a 1 month scale, and a decline around the close normally I'd say offers an opportunity, but I'm not so sure about that. There's the devil card in there. And I'm also seeing that ruin an opportunity to open up a some sort of short position. So as far as trades go, you could do a pretty sick trade in here. When we poke through resistance around the open, we stay above it briefly, then we break back down through that same price level. I'd utilize that signal as an opportunity to open up a short position, and I would close that. I might not close that short position. I might hold that short position until tomorrow, but if I did want to close that short position, I would close it probably around 10 o'clock in the midst of a sharp decline, maybe a little bit later. But when I close that short position, I would also open up a long position, which I could either close midday at a peak or crest, or towards the end of the day around that key technical price level. But I definitely don't want to be in a long position going into the following day, which looks like we open significantly lower. And that's the S&P 500 for June 15th, 2023. Let me know what you think by hitting that like button. Don't forget to subscribe. And most importantly, my friends, as always, make sure to follow the channel's rule of karma. 5% of the profits pay it forward to one of these charities, or pay it forward to someone that needs it, doesn't see it coming. Be an angel investor, my friends. And then 5% of the profits back to the channel here through Cashapp or PayPal. Channel needs support more than ever, my friends. So appreciate everybody giving their support. And with that said, that leaves you with 90%. Make sure you spend that money out of love. The universe is going to send it back to you tenfold from all directions, my friends. I'll see you on the next one.